can I now invite Muruganandam Arunachalam to give his brief address?
So everyone's telling in media, in TV, you started a revolution. I don't know whether I started a revolution or a revolution. I don't know the vocabulary or something. But I never intended to do that. What I did for the last 14 years, I do even a simple thing in a proper manner. That it became a garland, it became a revolution. So to do revolution is something, no need to be yourself as a Lincoln or a Lenin. Do every activity with the perfection, then you become a revolutionist one day. And then mainly what I'm doing something on entrepreneurship beyond marketing. In my company, we don't have marketing department. We don't have stupid marketing manager. Because everybody is trying to market something, they want to the revenue, east, west, something, profit, EPDP, DAPI. Then finally they will appear in a Forbes magazine one day in the wrapper. That stupidness I don't want to do it. That's why I'm going a different way. So Ruchitra here, he nominated me in a Times most influential person something. This year I'm one among the most influential people in the world, listed by Time magazine. So then I begged them on what criteria you selected me. For me, I begged, please tell me on what criteria, because there is Sonia's son, Rahul is there, Satya Nadella, lot of people, they compete, then finally Muruganandam won. Then four people are selected, Narendra Modi, okay, deserve it, and I forget the name, and Arundhati Roy and Arvind Kejriwal, sir, everyone is deserved. Then finally the fourth name is Muruganandam. Then they said, Muruganandam, no, you are in the scan for a longer time. Then you did something, a social problem, you converted into successful livelihood. This word given by Time magazine. So that's what I did. So, okay. So, the issue what I address is 90% of women in India are not using sanitary towels. So while I'm using this slide, nothing is happening in this hall. There are a lot of women. But the same slide while I'm using in London or in Italy or in France or in German, the whole hall become punctured. Whoosh! Oh my God! Whoosh! That means that women are not using sanitary, but what they are using. But here in the hall, why it is not happening? The women in, maybe they're having origin of India, they think, okay, the women is not using sanitary pad, maybe they're using a rag cloth. That's why nothing has happened. But in our experience, we saw many part of India, the women are using sawdust, dry leaves, newspaper, ash, even sand. Then you just think about the consequence on the health. That's why more than RTA in India, another RTA is very familiar. No one knows about that. It is reproductive tract infection. It is a cause for the cervical cancer. So now finally, I am addressing the problem. And there is a warning I use for a longer speech. Still now I don't know the vocabulary for sechechari or sochechari. What I'm speaking English, my own English, I'm speaking the English from 2009 December. Okay. Because I want that the European and American audience like this, because if something you don't know, if you honestly tell I don't know, then nothing problem will happen. So many of the management, the managers, they won't tell I don't know management. So there's a problem happen. So, and next I used the blank slide. I used to tell this is my presentation because I no need to convince any venture capitalist or vulture capitalist. I used to say this is my presentation. So indirectly I'm indicating anyone want to do something miracle or new thing, innovation, something you want to come up in life. First thing, more than a knowledge or skill, you need a clear mind like this. That's what I'm indicating. Luckily, I never get educated. My background is a school dropout, 8th standard. That's why my mind is never corrupt. I'm having a clear mind. So many people are doing engineering, then joining in management, they're doing medicine. I don't know how that mind is going to carry on. So like that, I born in a village in a remote part of Tamil Nadu. I'm a handloom weaver's son. Then suddenly my father died in a road accident. My mother took that family response. To support my mother, I stopped my schooling. Then I became a workshop helper. Then I became a malik for the small workshop. Then even after seeing many men are suffering, they are into trouble, after seeing that, I also did the same. I also got one day married. That too, it is arranged marriage. After that, without any formal management degree from any institute, I am managing my wife and mother at the same house for the 14th consecutive year. So many IIM graduates, they failed. They call evening 6 o'clock, Muruganand, where are you? I am at Osha, please come down to Alangar bar. By 6 o'clock, you are calling for the bar. Then I went to the bar in the darkness. Satish, what happened? It is a hell, man. Recently you bought the apartment for 2 crores. No, I'm not telling you about the apartment, the people. You see, I am graduate. Then I told Satish, I think you selected a new batch of IIM. Why not you select for the old batch IIM? Either IIM A or B, because those people are managing mother and wife very well. Okay. So then I tried to impress my new wife. One day I saw that wife using a rag cloth. Then I just think, why not make a low-cost sanitary pad for wife? So all it started from my wife. So anyone want to become very familiar or acquire many things, you just do something good for your wife, then you will be referred. Okay. All it started from my wife. Then since I touched the topic of sanitary towel, menstruation, something, even my wife never understood about that. She separated. Then I invented the machine. What is the Muruganandam is doing now, the School of Muruganandam? I am rubbing my shoulders with Procter & Gamble and Johnson & Johnson. I am able to sustain on 10th consecutive year. That makes me the story become viral across all management institute. Because this is the domain in the hand of Procter & Gamble and Johnson & Johnson. You need a multi-million-dollar machine. I apply my little knowledge on this method. This is called trial and error method on my own money and own workshop. Then out of it I did, but the same you won't tell because you are using other people's money or public money, tax money. That's why you designed the world called R&D. What you are doing the same GR. So out of it I did this. So I designed the machine. Then I'm giving the machine to the poor woman. They are making that. They are my stakeholders. The machines are in the remote part of India, all over India and 17 other countries. See the background. This is called rural marketing. And this is about how the women are selling not through retailing or the stupid e-tailing. We are doing on detailing. Okay, to the women. Out of it, we are creating a unique out-of-box method in everything. Now there are 876 local brands come out in this business model. We are able to sustain again American companies and Euro companies. That's what we did. Okay. And with Paul Polman of Unilever, I gave a speech in front of Paul Polman and 70 of his CEOs. He sat in front row. He took a lot of notes while I'm giving a speech. I told, Polman, you're doing this. Can I change the row? I said, no, Murugan, you're telling a lot. Where I talk about rural marketing. The black coat is Sanjeev Mehta of Hindustan Unilever. So, see, where finally a school drop needed for a big corporate, understand about rural marketing, everything. So, this is what happened. And nothing but what I'm telling you, anything you need a creative life or you want agile in your life, continuous trust you need, don't go for the sophistication, something, settling something. Always look for a problem in your life. Then you will be agile. You will be very aware. So look for a problem instead of looking for an opportunity. That is my philosophy. So the vision of that Muruganandam is, this is a Time magazine function with Ruti. Nobody know the other 99 people. I little bit afraid about my English. Then I called one of my friend, a CEO of Park Institute. But because of security protocol, they never allowed. I caught up single alone. I'm walking on a red carpet like Aishwarya Rai. So every time then I have to laugh. Then the media asking hundreds of questions on me. You see, in the background, few people we feel Modi is Indian Putin. What's your opinion? Then the stand on Sri Lanka, then I said, you asked Manmohan, I can't sell. then finally a woman is stressing all the crowd. They're coming. Muruganand, one question. Why modeling is not picking up in India? I said, my wife Shanti is not in today, I said. So somehow I managed. I'm going to the first floor. Again, there is a crowd. They told this elite press. See, white background. I somehow managed going to the first floor. Again, there is a press. Please, this is elite press. That means CNN, somebody, BBC. Somehow I managed because, see the crowd. Because the moment you cross the Atlantic Ocean, you are not named nothing, you are India. So that's why the school dropout represent India, because all the other three are absent. All Arvind and Narendra Modi, Arundhati Roy, they won't come. Finally, I caught up with Dominic Rand. So this is what happened. So, okay. And the measurable social impact created, so far 13,000 women got the livelihood. Around 5 million women shifted from unhygiene to hygiene method. The vision is creating the vision is creating 1 million employment for rural women only in India and making India into 100% sanitary using country from current level of less than 5%. That is a cumulative achievement of independent in India by 13 presidents, I don't know how many prime ministers, 578 MPs, and lakhs of siren-fitted vehicles. We are. Whenever I stop the traffic, people are going with, where you are going, you make India into 5% country. Whenever I read now, so, whenever I read in newspaper, India is going to send a women to Mars, Moon. Oh, laugh, my God, first give the sanitary pad, then send the man to Moon. So, even our team making this figure into 10% in another 10 years, that is the biggest achievement for us, because earlier 5 stand for 65 year of independence India. This model not only matched for India, it is very well matched for 106 developing nations. That's why this is called a silent pink revolution. So this is called beyond marketing. Thank you very much. Bye.